Hi. I started this and I had to stop because I was invaded by my grandson's dog, who decided to come up and start chewing tissues and bits of polythene packing bubble wrap. And I made a start, so I'm not going to start all over again. So I'm doing something from this photograph. It's a place called Dis in Norfolk, on the Norfolk-Suffolk border. I went there years ago for a holiday and I took the photograph because I really like the trees, and I was into watercolour then, but I left watercolour alone for many years. I went back about a year ago and I'm enjoying it, but I don't always enjoy the disasters, because once you've made a mistake you can't really easily rectify it. So I've done the drawing. I've lost me. Oh, I've got my brush. I'm in the process of doing these background trees. This is going to be an oak tree, a windswept. The idea of this is to show this prevailing wind coming across the flat landscape of this part of East Anglia, or most of East Anglia actually. It's a very beautiful, tranquil place because of its flatness, and you have to look for verticals. However, I'm just putting in some background trees, larger than they were. I'm not making an exact copy of this landscape. I'm just doing an impression of a ploughed field, but my interest, of course, is this wonderful tree, and I hope I can do it some justice. I just want to put some background foliage in, some distance like that, just in blue. I've got to leave some space for a figure if I can, so keep that fairly light across there. So now I'll go over some heavier. So burnt umber, Payne's grey, lemon yellow. You can warm it up as you go. So we'll just come across here. It's a lovely warm green drab, like I'm trying to think of the green it looks like, but it's really, really nice. We'll just come across here and then come up into here, all the way across, from warm colours. The time we went here would have been spring, around about March, early spring, so some leaves coming on the trees. That's not quite dry there. So this is a ploughed field. The road, I'm not going to do particularly an asphalt road. I'll just do a sort of a road. It was marked as a main road, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in this tree and the counter juxtapose this tree here. So let's just we're not dog people, we're cat people, but we haven't got a cat at the moment. But our son and my daughter and his wife and the partners have gone off to Berlin for a few days, and we're looking after the grandson, or a shared operation. Took him to his school this morning. I'm very happy about that. There he is. Right, let's just a bit more hard in there, hard colour. So I want to block that side in, so we'll put some trees in. On that horizon there, just This is a nice brush. I bought these two brushes from Recab brushes, R-E-K-A-B, and they're sable mix, more mix than sable, but they're very, very nice for what they are. I'm quite happy with them. So let's just get some in there. I love this dry brush. Right, that's more or less my background. I now want to put in some middle distance here. Here it looks like, in the photograph, it looks like it's been left cut straw, so we'll do the same. Just wash in. All the way down. There's a hedgerow going across here. Leave a slight margin, and then I've got a slightly darker, similar, just coming around here. Right, okay, just that's enough. And over the other side we've got similar in the distance. I'll just use a bit of burnt umber in there, I think, because it's a bit darker, so it goes from something to nothing, nothing to something. Like that. And then we've got under that, we've got this darker umber. I'll mix a bit of Payne's grey with it. Ploughed, planted field. Bit of red in there maybe. Norfolk red. And I'll put some furrows in there later, just a bit of darks, which I'll do with the rigger probably. Let's just come up there with this. Just blend that a little bit. Okay, a bit of sparkle there, and there's a bit of undulation in here, so I'll just put that in. Another one here. Just dip in the paper there. Right. Now I'll yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, I think. I've had to kick the dog out and slam my door in a rage. He's a lovely dog. He's a miniature schnauzer, but I don't know why they call him miniature because he's not that small. In fact, he's quite hefty for a miniature. Heavens knows what the large one looks like. Right. Right, I'm going to put in some trunks and branches and stuff in there. Burnt sienna and Payne's grey. I want nice warm. So we'll get that in. We can get this sort of oak tree going the way that the wind has trained it. So it's quite a big. I don't quite know how many there are. There might be more than one here. Right, okay, coming up here. A bit thicker than that. Oh look, I've gone and damaged my sky now. these branches are going to be fairly substantial, because being oak, but they go everywhere. And it's very tempting to keep them spindly when they're not. They're very thick. Right, and I can go over that with some more dry brush. I can't see a lot of detail for the trunks. They're all covered up by foliage. So I'll indicate one behind there. Just. And then let's get some in the top here. Trying to show the windsweeptness of it. Okay, now in here we've got this I'll put a bit of blue in this one. Not a lot, but make it more grey. So that's just a bit darker than that. There's so many trunks and branches on these ones. They haven't got their leaves on yet. So I can only show a few of these. Right, I'll go back to the tree now and I'll see if I can put some harder dry brush on there. Nice dark green. A bit of water in there. Now nice and dark. Because it's in shadow. Right, that'll do, I think. Right, now we can proceed with the hedgerow. So it's quite a bright day. So we'll just put in some bit of sienna in there as well, I think. Just my basic hedgerow colour. There's nothing there. Across here. Now there's a nice shadow coming along there. Bit of green now. Darker green on the back there, the other side of the hedgerow. I don't want to over elaborate this. But nice and dark, because it's going smaller and smaller. But as you come towards the front of the picture, there's more detail, more depth. Right, a few more darks in there. Okay, I can put in some rigger work in there. That's nice darks. Coming down there. Now I can just put the shape of this road in with a bit of a shadow, so we'll some dark greens. Just a bit of water. Like somebody's been walking on the top of this. Oh, nice. Looks like some shadow coming across here. Okay, so far so good. Let's just think of this tree in here. And then we'll put some shadow in here. Okay, now here we got across there. Silence is me concentrating, that needs more darks in there. Right, as promised, let's do some, get you under that flash and I'll see if I can dry brush it here. Well, burnt sienna and Payne's grey. Might do better with the rigger there. That's getting my nerves. Let's move it out of the way. Put a sign saying furrows. of that top there. A bit of a shadow where that ploughed field meets the unploughed bit. Okay, right, let's just put a few flicks and flourishes in there from palette green. Don't need to do a lot of this, just to show a bit of hedgerow. Well, that's not a hedgerow, that's just a bank. But here's the hedgerow. Now in this hedgerow we have got we've got some fence posts. They are showing up in lights, but I'm going to put them in dark because we've got a dark background there, so a bit of warm dark, so we'll just have some kind of, Now, lost and found. Just a little indication. Leave the viewer's eye to join up the dots, so to speak. I will have a little bit of dark in there with a rigger around the base of the posts. Just rough it up a little bit. Shadow. Right. Now we can go back to here to do a bit of this shadow. Excuse me. So we'll have dark, we'll have a bit of a blue, red and a bit of Payne's grey in there. Go over that with a wash of a slightly reddy blue, sort of tarmac, but there's red in it. When that's dry, I'll detail it a little bit. So get some, I'll connect up that roadway here to the landscape, because that's quite, like it's a cut grass, dried grass verge. I can't say I've done it as warm as maybe it should have been, but I was warming up there. Right, so I'll just dry that off. And smaller brush, if I can find it. It's here somewhere. Don't know where it is. Okay, doesn't matter. Probably on the floor. I just want to put some detail on this road. Just a little bit of a device really. That needs a bit more. That's better. That may be the shadow here should be a bit more. Okay, that brightens that up by putting that shadow in there. Probably even more. Right, and that shows the shape of the land. That's all on the flat there. Right, now with my rigger, I'll put in a figure. I'll drag off first. So I have to be a little bit dark to show up there. So hair, well, just a head, burnt umber, bit of grey. Dark. I think the thing is to not get the head too big. I have the figure walking down the middle of the road here. Give it some width. The light's coming from the left, so we'll put him dark on that side. I'm going to open his legs a little bit because I reckon that gives you some form. I'll dry it off. And I'll just, clean brush, I'll just okay, so that, I think I've been painting the figures with just one leg, both legs converging into one, but I think it looks equally as good or better if you give them two legs. They had more substance. Right, I'll sign it, I'll put it in a mount and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, I know what I've got to do. Just a bit of detail on there. Just in this bit here. that's an arrow saying hedgerow. Right, signature. Wish we could have some Norfolk birds. Right, okay, that'll do for that. Let's take those clips off. There's my tree. It's a sketchy rendering of it, but I reckon that's not too bad. Let's find my other flat clip. Just taken off. Put that there. Right, bear with me while I go and get hold of the mount, which is here. Oh, let's move it down a bit. It's a good idea to have a bit of paper on your board, so you can do a tester if you want to. Right, okay, so that is windswept Norfolk, cold early spring day, just out for a walk. We did have a dog with us on that day. Right, let's zoom in. I hope the focus stays. No, it doesn't. I don't really want to alter the focus. It'd be right if it's on manual focus. Oh, well, I can go back to manual, can't I? Automatic, right. Okay, so there's my tree. There's my background. I go down to the ploughed field. A bit of a verge, grass verge one side, and hedgerow the other side. Have a little look at my figure, and the shadow of that oak tree coming across the landscape. Right, well, it wasn't quite a disaster. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. See you soon. Bye bye.